Hi, this is Prem. Welcome to the More Trading, More Earning program. This is a weekly update. So let us see what happened in the last 1 week starting from 25th March 2024. First, let us look into the US market. US market started off with a profit booking on Monday last week but ended with close to all-time high. Dow and S&P 500 considerably, but Nasdaq ended flat overall because there was ups and downs in the Nasdaq. Finally, Nasdaq ended flat. There are few points we discussed in the last 1 week, so let us go one by one. Astera Labs went for an IPO, and the IPO debut was last week. On the day one, the stock went up to more than $70 and finally settled at $69. In the subsequent days, it crossed the $85, but on Friday it ended up with $74. So overall, if you see, the IPO price was $36, but it ended up at $75 within this week. So huge profit of more than 100%. That is mainly because Amazon has 0.9 million worth of shares of Astera Labs at around $20, and Amazon has a warrant to buy another 1.5 million. So if close to 2.4 million worth of Astera Labs share is Amazon is likely to hold. So Amazon, to vest this, has to buy 650 million worth of Astera products actually. So it's a mutual benefit for both the companies. That is why the stock is trading at a higher price after the IPO. Micron Technologies, another AI company. So last year it posted 2.08 billion loss, but this year, because we know the trend in AI is very good, so Micron posted a good number of profit, around 476 million profit. So it's a huge jump from 2.08 billion loss to 476 million profit. So the stock jumped around 23% in the year 2024. Again, BYD, again in the EV space, BYD is initially they gave discount for the lower end of the brand, but now BYD is giving discount for each and every brand manufactured from BYD company. So the heavy competition not only to Tesla but also Volkswagen and Toyota motor cars. So because of which the Tesla stock is impacted in 2024. Again, we have seen that Baltimore bridge collapse, and the major impact is for the coal exports, and there are some loss of life also reported because of this Baltimore bridge collapse. Two stocks that we noticed were Consol Energy and CSX Corporation. So these two stocks were impacted, but however, there is a information that within 6 weeks time frame, this business will be back on track. And we also come to know about the consumer confidence index from US. It's 104.7, but the expectation was 106.9, but it is slightly lower. But however, Fed seems to be that on the move, everything will be as per plan and track. So Fed is not bothered about this slight variation. It can be less than the expected, but Fed feels that these things will happen, but as we move on, definitely inflation will be under control. The actual consumer confidence index, when the market is and the economy is good, it will be between in the range of 130 to 140. That is what it was before the pre-COVID time. But hope we will improve on that as the inflation eases. I think the consumer confidence index will definitely increase, and probably we have to reach that range of 130 to 140. Another, AMD has released a new line of GPU, and AMD is planning to introduce AI into the personal computers, because of which the AMD stocks were reacted positive. And Intel also in similar lines. Intel shares were up around 4% last week. That is because a report suggested that the production of Intel next generation process will ramp up soon. So it means there is a heavy demand for Intel processor, because of which the Intel share prices rose more than 4% last week. The rise of tension and the tech-centered power cycle between China and the West also causing some impact to the AI stocks. Having heard this news, the AI stock reacted negative. And moreover, in China, in government offices, they are planning to consider devices manufactured within the country. So because of which AMD and Intel stocks were reacting negative. And Amazon already spent around 1.25 billion in one of the AI startup Anthropic, and they are planning to. There is a news that they are again ramp up this investment, and they are planning to invest another 2.75 billion in that AI startup Anthropic. So this is mainly to stay ahead in the AI space. That is why they have handpicked this AI startup Anthropic, and they are investing on this. And we also saw that in H&M has came out with a very good result, and the stock jumped around 15% in the European market. Then the Spanish inflation data also came as 3.2%, which is as expected. Another thing is the French consumer confidence, and that also came better than expected. So these two helps for the Central Bank of Europe to consider for a rate cut. So these are all the updates that we had last week this in the US market. Coming back to the Indian market, it's a weak start for the Indian market on Tuesday. It's a truncated week. Monday and Friday were a holiday for Indian market, so it is only 3 days of trading for Indian market last week. So it's a weak start. There was a profit booking on Tuesday, Nifty Expiry, but on Thursday, which is Nifty Expiry, the market traded positive, traded higher by around 400 points. But till 3 p.m. on Thursday, it was up by around 400 points. But after 3 p.m. there was profit booking because of the FY24 year end, because of which there was a profit booking, and it's down by around 200 points from its peak. But overall it ended up 200 points above on Thursday. So that is about Nifty. So let us see what are all the block deals happened in this last 1 week. Kind Pharma, there was a large block deal of 3.2%, around 1,300 crore worth of share traded between hands, because of which Mankind Pharma was trading lower in the first half of the morning, but when at the end of the session it it ended positive. There was a block deal on CDSL, and because of which the stock price was down by around 5%. Astra DM shares were trading less. Astra DM healthcare stock, it's trading less by around 7% because 5.1 crore shares exchanged due to a block deal. Olympus seems to be the seller, because of which the stock was down by around 7%. IRDA, Indian Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, came with an announcement. The announcement is the surrender value to remain same or less if the policy is surrendered less than 3 years. This news seems to be a very good news for the insurance sector. Hence, the insurance pack traded higher last week. Dr. Lalpath Labs is also up by around 6% because analysts predicted a positive growth for Dr. Lalpath Labs. Tata Motors brokerage CLSA upgraded to outperform. They are expecting the stock to trade above 1,100. So Tata Motors reactive positive. ICICI Securities on Info Edge, target price is 6,993. Stock currently trading at 5,500. Kotak Securities on Gravita, target price 1,200, currently trading at 1,000. Goldman Sachs on RIL, target price rupees 3,400, currently RIL is trading around 3,000. Adani Port, they have acquired one port in Orissa from SP Group, because of which Adani Port shares traded higher. So the deal seems to be worth approximately 3,080 crore. This is acquisition from Polanyi Group. Anil Ambani is in the news again because Anil Ambani in Reliance Power, there are 3 major banks' debts has been cleared by Reliance Power Group, because of which the stock is trading higher every day. And they also signed a deal with JSW Power for a Maharashtra project, because of which again every day Reliance Power stocks are moving higher. Bajaj Auto is developing CNG motorcycle, and the CNG motorcycle is expected to hit in this year itself, maybe around June or July. That is one positive news for the auto sector. and passenger vehicle export to cross 6,75,000 mark. This is the first time we are touching this after COVID. Pre-COVID, we were exporting around 6,75,000 vehicles. So probably this is again a very good news for the auto sector. And ICICI Securities has got the shareholders nod for the merger or delisting actually. So soon it will be delisted and merged into the parent company ICICI Bank. Bajaj Housing Finance, there is a news about IPO for Bajaj Housing Finance. Because of this news, both the Bajaj twins, Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv stocks traded higher. Chalet Hotel gains after it launched. There is news about it launched QIB for 1,200 crore. The stocks were traded higher on last Thursday. Latent View gains 10% because of the acquisition announcement on Decision Point Analytics. So they acquired this Decision Point Analytics, because of which the Latent View gained around 10%. VIP, there was a news about analyst meet. After the analyst meet, analysts were happy and the stock up by around 13%. So these are all the updates from the Indian market for the last 1 week. So last Thursday, the Nifty traded positive, probably around 400 points higher. Everyone expected Nifty might cross the all-time high of 22,526. But it went up to 22,516. After that, there was a selling in the last 30 minutes, but quickly it went down around 200 points. But this week, let us see, there is all possibility that Nifty might cross the 22,500 marks and might trade between 22,500 to 22,700. That there is a possibility. But there is always, because there is a resistance at 22,500 that seems to be hard to cross the 22,500. So few times when we touch the 22,500 mark, there is a huge sell-off and Nifty was down. Last time when it touched 22,500, there was a sell-off for continuously and it went up 800 points, around 700 to 800 points down in few days. So this time I hope this may not be the case. This time, even if it may touches 22,500, probably the Nifty might trade between the range of 22,300 to 22,500 before it crosses the all-time high of 22,500 is what my prediction. So let us wait and see. Thank you for watching my video.